Oh, for fuck's sakes, typical fucking camera.
What's going on?
Look inside the lens.
Oh yeah, let me fix that issue. Is she
There.
rolling?
That's better.
Right, we're jigging up the turbos at the moment. This is basically how we do it. What you do at the start is we literally just make up some, well, what do you want to call that? A bodge? Some sort of bracket.
A professional temporary mount bracket.
Yeah, we make up professional temporary mount brackets which holds everything in position, which means that then you can take the whole lot out of the car, remount it and weld up manifolds, but without it being in the car, because obviously you can't do fuck all with it in the car. So this is jigs basically.
Can I just ask a quick question? It might be it's a very silly one.
Yeah, what's that?
What's the piece of wood for?
Well, actually, at the moment, that bit was doing nothing, but it was positioning that turbo while I mounted that.
So is that just sort of jammed in there quite nicely,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's just ideal bit of wood, really, see. And then there's also another bit of jamming here, hold the engine in position, and then that thing up there goes down the back. And logs, you see, you can't go wrong. But, yeah, that's what's going on, really, and the head has just dropped on the XUD at the moment. This is the original engine in the bottom here. The XUD with the XUD transmission, it's just dropped on there purely for, because obviously the basic measurements are all the same. So I'm just jigging up really. Right, I got the VNT second turbo mounted now. It's just held in by that jig I was talking about. It's just literally a bit of metal welded in, a couple of bolt holes, job done. Ideal.
We hope you're having a good Friday night.
Right, just stripping it down at the moment. Going to get the front end off this evening and hopefully pull the engine out. Got an evening doing not much else, so might as well crack on. I suppose if anyone ever wants to know how this works, because I seem to get so many questions, easiest way to get engine out of 36 is take the whole front end of the car off, because it just means you can swing it out the front easier. It's pretty much held on by quite literally 4 bolts. You've got your 2 upper slam panel bolts and then the 2 lower slam panel bolts that are in behind the behind the arch here. You've got your there's 2 diagonal 10mm for the front bumper, and there's a 30mm in between the 2. Undo that one, and that's your lower slam panel bolt. And then obviously you just got to unplug your headlights. Some of the bumpers in decent condition, there'll be a thing across the bottom which you got to undo. But other than that, the whole bloody front end, grille, lights, slam panel, bumper, like all pulls off as one. So it's basically 4 nuts and the front end's off, and you just take the rad out, etc. Okay, take 2. Fucking music. Plan A didn't actually work because I forgot you can't take the whole front end off when there's a fucking great intercooler in the way of the slam panel. So in which case you have to take out the 10mm bolts, take the bumper off, and take the slam panel off afterwards. Not that it's a big issue, but obviously on a standard car you can take off just the 413s and the whole front end will come off. So I've whipped off the bumper now. I'm going to wick off the intercooler, put that to one side, take that oil cooler off as well probably. Take the slam panel off and get the radiator out then. Alright, intercooler, oil coolers all the way. Just going to pull the slam panel off now. And then we get the radiator out the way. Well, that's pretty much opened it up then. Alright, figured it'd be a good point to drain the oil, because I always forget, and you get the engine out of the car, turn it upside down or take the sump off, and the next thing you know there's 4.5 litres of fucking shit oil pissing out everywhere. Which I've done numerous times, so I'm going to drop the oil out now before I forget.
So yeah, my dad he gets stuck in. Yeah, my dad actually wants to do a swap, and I think they met at a gig, and my dad wants to do a swap.
Right, got the front end off now, oil's drained, radiator's out, coolant will obviously drained beforehand. The head was actually already detached, I've just pulled it back off purely for simplicity. Really just need to get all the fucking electrics off, a few other pipes, bits and pieces, and then I'll just rip it right out. Not much else to say really. I mean, if you're doing it yourself, you've got gear linkages and clutch cable to unhook. I mean, it's really just your main loom connectors, heater matrix hoses, radiator connections, power steering pump pipes, although I haven't got one because it's electric. And then your 3 engine mounts really, that's pretty much it. Oh, obviously you've got to pull your drive shafts out before you can do that. So that involves dropping your bottom ball joints, pulling in your shafts, catching your transmission oil, If you're prepared, you might think about draining it first, but fuck that. Pretty much that's that, really. Right, engine's just coming out. As you can see, the crane is back on concrete now. We had a slight issue in that I forgot you can't park the car that far back with the engine crane because there's nowhere for the crane to go. So she was wheeling quite bad, but good job we got Chris here.
Yes, the block of wood is to keep the wheel up in the air.
Yeah, well, was. But she's coming out now, so yeah, back up, Chris. Oh, this might be a two-man job. I know, here she comes. The swinging dev. I do. So I think it's my fourth time my car's had an empty engine bay. Standard issue. Right, motor's out now. Gonna start by stripping off all the supercharger stuff. Slacking off the belt. Tighten up there. Slackens off the belt then, which you can just peel off, hopefully. Like so. And then I'll unbolt the charger, take that off, take the brackets off, pull the injector pump off, take the gearbox off, just get back to a bare block basically. Engine's apart. As you can see, sump bolts aren't too tight at all. Must have been a bit of Loctite used there, I would say. Got a gearbox off, got all the other shit off. Fucking conrods out on the floor, standard issue.